guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm here with a bit of a bonus video. I'm having a bit of a giggle because I was watching the videos today and I'm filming this on Tuesday, and this video came up on Tuesday, and I'm looking through it and it's been bugging me for a while like this. I'm like, it's not right, it's not right. I don't know how, because this pattern that I had this, the piece is in my room somewhere and it's such a mess and I need to clean it, which needs to get done before, you know, Corinne gets here in March next year. So, you know, I'm putting it off and putting it off, being a procrastinator. So it's supposed to go up higher. Like, oh my goodness, I'm like, I just saw it and I'm going, you idiot. Because it was right down here and I had the eye and everything there, and I just like, it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right, because you think red breasted, it needs to go at the front. And if I had, you know, if I look, when you look at that, see, that goes there, just stupid am I. Oh well, so there you go. If I can, you know, go. And so I unpicked it all, and I had stitched more of this down and really got into it, stitched the eye, stitched this. So, and you know, I've got glue and everything here, so and you know, stitched around there, so you can sort of see where it's gone. Oh, there's even still some bits. I tried to get it all, unpick it, but it was a bit of a job. You can see holes and everything in there, but I know it will bug me. Like, if I was gonna, you know, maybe thought leave it down there and maybe do something, but the beak, I wasn't that happy. I just wasn't happy with it. So there you go. There is nothing wrong with unpicking your work and redoing it. So it's red breasted, which is at the front, even though it's got this orangey color. Then I'm gonna put the eye. That's where I thought that was for the eye. Like, you know, I saw this had that and even had this picture, and you think, you know, like, look, it's up higher. Sometimes it goes to prove. The week when I was doing this, I've had a week, but you know, I haven't really sort of told you too much, but you know, with my son moving back, helping him move, he had to go, and yeah, it's been a week anyway. I'm not going to go into it. And that was that last week or whatever it was. See, I'm still flustered. And then, you know, I found out about my eye, and yeah, so it was just, I couldn't put my finger on what was wrong. Now I know. And then I just saw it, I'm like, oh, it's lower. I thought there's just something not right. I'm just not happy with it, but okay, I'll just persist, keep going. So go with the gut and the instincts. So I'm going to put some more of this glue on, because what I'm going to do, I sort of trimmed it a bit because it got a bit ratty after I unpicked it. It's super windy here today, and it's going to be windy until about 4 o'clock. So if you hear any rattling, it's probably the wind going nuts, which is very typical of spring weather. So I'm going to have to hide all that crappy bit. At least I sort of cut it so that I could keep those bits and have that up higher. It just didn't look right, and now I know why. And in the previous video, I actually stitched it down with this and then went over, and I'm thinking, I'm just gonna stitch it down with this, because you'd sort of stitch all the way around anyway. So maybe on the top I can stitch with some of that, but I am going to come here, come up there, and then stitch that down. So we're getting a bit of a bonus video, and I thought, do I show you the process of how I fix it? And I'm thinking I probably should. So see, we all make mistakes, so I'm hoping that this is making you not feel so bad when you do something that, you know, you think it's not right. And sometimes it's, you try, that's why I tried and I didn't unpick it. I knew there was something wrong from the start and I couldn't put my finger on it. I hadn't had it high enough. and I even thought it was upside down, and yeah, I was just, I was a bit flustered and had a bit of an emotional week a couple of weeks ago when I started putting this bird on. So just gonna do sort of have it so it helps stitch it on, but it gives it the shape of the feathers too, which is how I had it in the other one. So there you go. So I'm probably just going to quickly update you with this, and I'll probably go behind the scenes and fix it, because I wanted to do work on my autumn piece, but I thought, well, since we're working on the wool, or the whole wool thing, I might as well come on here and apologise and show you the mistake that I had made. I mean, I probably could have gone with some of this and went up higher and all that, but it would have bugged me. So I'm just going to do this, and you know, I needed a bit more of this orangey red in there anyway. Yeah, and I was telling you in the video that when I you know, the actual video where I stitched it wrong, you know, Marion's World, she does all these beautiful birds and blah blah, and that afternoon, or I hadn't looked on YouTube, well, she actually had done a robin, and I saw it and it was up high and that, and it still didn't twig. Like, it just wasn't, and it was like a light bulb moment this morning when I was scrolling through the videos, and then I saw the video and I'm like, saw the little thumbnail and I'm like, it's too low. Oh well. But yeah, she done a beautiful job, and you can see what I mean by, you know, she just adds the extra bits and pieces and it makes it come alive. It's beautiful. So so I will continue to go around, and I am going to put that, I sort of want to have that half on, half off, because it is the felt, and I was wondering whether I go over the top or underneath. Probably over the top. It's still, the beak was a little big, so yeah, it is that way. So I'll come back, see how it just looks a little bit more like that, and I'm going to come up, because I thought, no, like I had that there, I thought just didn't look right, but now I know why. So it's starting to look better now, and then now see down here I've got room to do his feet. I'm going to just do you know, do three lots of bullion knots, just to, you know, the feet just grabbing on there and there, so it'll give me a bit of room, because that was right down there before. So it'll look better. And he's on a bit of a, you know, like a more, you see more of the breast angle. When I got a book out, I thought, okay, do what I say I was going to do. You know, if you want to nap for colouring and all that kind of stuff, get a book out. So I got a book out, and then yeah, it goes up higher. So woolsey red-breasted robins are not native to Australia, so that's why. If it was a sparrow, I would have twigged, but they're just not. They're not. We don't have them. I don't think we do. Anyway, I haven't seen them in my area. They might be somewhere else, but yeah, it's a European bird. Okay, well, there you go. That's my mistake there fixed. So I will, you know, continue to fix that behind the scenes, because I really wanted to do this. I wanted to continue on with this beautiful stitchery, and that was going to be in my video that I was going to do today. So I've got needles poking out everywhere. So I don't know what you saw in the last video. I had used this, and when I took it off and cut, and I actually went over each one of them again and put them down. These ones probably need, you see, these feel a bit more secure. This one still feels a bit wobbly. And then gone over it with the gold in between too, sort of crisscrossing it over. And then I've kept the gold in there, got a couple of needles and bits and pieces, because I was thinking maybe I might do the gold coming down. Now that is here, so that, and then I've got the lace for here, so I've kept that in there, stitched that down, and I thought I'll show you how I stitched this guy down. I think he needs to be glued. It's probably going to come apart. Where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, when you cut them in half, they tend to come apart. So I better glue it down on itself on the inside, so that it doesn't come apart. So I'm going to be stitching that, and that's what I did with this one. So I've stitched that down and stitched these bits, had these little straggly bits up there. Hopefully I'm in camera. Yep. And I could probably zoom it in a little and pull it up, and then I'm working on the leaves here. So that's what I've done. I've just following the leaves. I've stitched down around the outside. Did I here? I think so. And then just followed the veins of both the, left that so that that's sitting up like that. That's one of the leaves. That's the same, the extra leaves that I put on. I've got plenty of these kits left as well, and they all have this bird, one's facing one way and one's facing the other way, but it's the same bird. So I've got they've all got that autumny type bird in the kits now. So because I didn't quite have enough, and then I had these extra pillowcases, and I found some extra pieces. So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't realise I had extra of the bird. I thought I only had a certain amount. Okay, that's going to be going down there. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do with this gold, put that down there. Maybe I should sew on this first, because it looks like it's just sitting there. I think I might have gathered, I started gathering, yeah, because it had come undone. So we're just grabbing bits to hold it down, and I started gathering it up just to get rid of this out of the way. And I might go down the bottom, I might go along here, but the leaf, I want some of it, the frayiness to stay up. Here we go. So there you go. So there's my, I'm sorry I stuffed up on my jolly thing. I'm gonna yeah, seriously. Yeah, but sometimes it pays to unpick and restart. If you're just not happy with it, it doesn't have to be set in stone. So Okay, now move this out of the way. I've got all these pins and everything stuck in here. I'm glad to be getting back to this piece. That's why I thought I'll just show you how I'm going to fix my other one. I don't want to have to, for you to enjoy doing another video, because you've already seen me stitch it on before. Yeah, so I thought I'll let you, watch something else. It's still wool stitching. Okay, come up here and then go back around. Okay, go down and up. I'm going to grab this piece here. Ooh. That's the only thing with lace. It does tend to go everywhere. Okay, just grabbing and holding it down. Nothing too fancy, as long as it's been held down. That's the main thing. Hold it down so it won't come undone on me. And then we've still got this little flappy bit coming up, which is good. I'm going to grab that bit and push it down, because that's going to bug me otherwise. In and through. Since I've got the thread on there, I might as well really make sure it's being held down so it ain't going anywhere. Okay, I think it's okay now. Okay, we'll finish that off, and then we'll come back and do that beautiful gold thread, which I hope I've got enough. If not, I'll just work with what I've got. There's something that's been coming undone. There we go. Put that there. Finish that off. Okay. Now, just going to go back down and come up here. Now, do a stitch down, one stitch, and then come back up and loop it, or okay, we'll see if we can get away with doing the easy way, just one and a loop. At least it's being held down, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so coming back up, and that's using that awesome gold thread. It's a DMC gold thread, so we'll come up and around. I definitely don't think I'm going to have enough to do the whole lot, and I think the things in the kitchen, that's okay. Okay, come up here. I think that works. Gets done quicker. And also, when you just grab it, when you do one little loop, you can grab it and manipulate it to the curve that you want, which is what I do really want to have. Okay, because they are curved. I wasn't going to do this in the gold, but I'm glad I did, because I think it looks good. That's beautiful thread. Usually hate working with gold thread, but thanks to Jennifer Coulston or Clouston. Oh, I never know how to pronounce her name properly. Recommended this to us when she she recommended it to Corinne, who when I was over there went to the actual shop that Jennifer and her go to, I think. Can't remember what it was called, but it was beautiful. Got beautiful books there, and yeah. Oh, speaking of Jennifer, I don't know if you guys have been watching her channel. I don't think that needs to be couched down because it's smaller. She's doing this hexagon bag, and you know, like you get, what did she said, like it was 12 hexagon pieces. Where is it? So these 2-inch hexagon pieces, and she said, you know, get some darker fabric, and these are the fabrics that I got in, you know, that and that was in when I had my stash, you know, from Gales that I showed you in the show and tell. And then here's this other one that I got some napkins. I kept 2 and I gave 2 to Corinne. So I thought, these are darker, maybe we can have a, you know, a patch here and there of maybe that, because I just love them because they're the sort of Japanese fabrics. So I thought I might participate in that. Because it's something different, you know, it's a bag, so it's something practical, and I really want to do some of her beautiful stitching. I do love Jennifer's stitching, and a good way to do it. And you know, she does, it's probably going to be a bit of a process. Oh my goodness, it has come apart, but I do want to get the most out of it. Okay, yeah, so I may do a couple more before it comes apart again, and then I'll finish it. Okay, might go underneath here. Yeah, so pop onto her channel. I think that's a good indication to let me know that I'm done with that, and have a look at her hexagon bag. Actually, what I might do is she shows you how to put hexagons together, and her style of doing it is actually pretty good. What I'm going to do, I like the way she stitches it, but I do use this. I use that, you know, where you cut it out, and so I still will do that. And then but I like the way she stitches them together. So, and you only need 12, I think 12 2-inch hexagons, and you can buy them, and then I think it's 2 half ones. And what you do with the half is you just cut one of your, she doesn't explain, you know, I think she hasn't been on YouTube very long, and she sort of doesn't realise you've got to explain these things. So half hexagon, you just get the paper, fold it in half, use the same technique, you know, where you fold it like that. So I might, while I'm here, cut one in half because we'll need 2, and do the same process, and then that will slot in the top and the bottom. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. Okay, so there you go, that's what my toadstool looks like, and you can have the same effect with just some sequins and some beads. I'll do one more knot. I just thought I had that beautiful, you know, this gorgeous stuff. So I might as well use it, but then I ended up stitching over it again, so it would have been just as easy for me to sew on a sequence and a bead, but at least it was there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, while I'm here, I better stitch this down. So as you can see, that is going to look rather lovely by the time I've finished stitching that gold down. Oh, it's so pretty. These were the mushrooms that Corinne was inspired by, and was, you know, on her little honey bear and wanted to do the mushrooms. So sorry, Corinne. Maybe you can just make one of these. Also too, well, I've got you and talking about Corinne's Stitch the Seasons, this project here. Ooh, hang a minute, just got that sitting up there. Stitch the Seasons project. We started in spring because we're in spring here, but a lot of you guys overseas are in autumn, and I think they mistook this piece for this piece, but we're in spring here, so my autumn piece is going to be down, you know, I've got summer and then autumn. So it's a different, this is like a standalone project, because I got this gorgeous fabric, which, you know, it's like nearly 100 years old and antique and all that kind of stuff. And then when I found, that's what inspired the piece, was actually this fabric here. And then I got the that beautiful fabric with all these gorgeous little, you know, owls and birds and rabbits and all that kind of stuff on there, and I'm like, oh, that would look really good with it, you know. So that's why that got chucked in there, because my original one, I was just going to do this guy, but I might still do him in felt, and I'm going to have him sitting down here. I think that would be nice, so I'll probably just do one out of felt. I actually have got some really nice felt, which I had this pattern, bought new at Gail's Patchwork, and I think it's really cute, and I bought this. So I'm thinking this is gonna, I might use some of that on this guy. So so this will still end up getting done, and I've still got these to do, and yeah, still I may do this, but I might keep that for my seasons one, I think, because I really like it. I haven't really got a saying in spring. I might even just do something as simple as spring is sprung, or spring is in the air, or something like that, you know, something really short, or you just put the word spring. So I haven't got a saying, or as I'm thinking that saying might be nice on our Stitch the Seasons piece. Okay, now do I, threads everywhere, do I stitch it, start it here? Maybe. I like the way it's coming off, which is good. So I might do that, because I really do want to get that down, and I'm going to have to really get in there. It's the trouble when you've got a really big piece like this, a bit hard to grab hold of it sometimes. Okay, normally do just a little slip stitch, but I think I'm going to have to go a bit bigger because this is open and we want it to stay down. I could probably do some, like this is just a holding down stitch, probably do some over stitching, like as in, you know, a couple of lines, crosses, whatever, to give it a bit of character. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I said when I finished this, because this is quite a big piece, and my Stitch the Seasons is actually only, was it 4 by 4 by 8, something like that. Sorry guys, it's just a really hard angle to get to. Yeah. And I made this because I was inspired by that beautiful vintage or antique fabric that I'd found, and I've got them in the Stitch the Seasons packs. Some of them have still got those. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Okay, definitely going to have to overstitch to make sure that that's being held down. Some days are great and others you're really struggling. I might actually stitch it onto there. I'll do a stab stitch. There are times when stab stitch is a bit of a handy stitch. Oh, good grief. I'm going to come out this way. And rather than going up, I'm going to go down and through, because it's half of a, oh seriously, it's just not working. Okay, we're going to just grab, it's really thick. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if we can just grab it and hold it down. Come up. And then go into the middle of it maybe. There we go. Just needs to be held down at this point. So come up at the top. And go in between those little slats. There's more than one way to get a job done. I'm not going to go through umpteen layers, and I may have to come back and stitch down. So in between. Okay, sorry if I'm quiet, I'm busy concentrating. I want this to be held down. And come up. Okay. And then come up here. Come through. Okay, we've doubled up. Come on, matey. I can see where it is and I'm not sure which end do I pull. Jeez, I'm not winning. This is going to do. That'll do. Really cannot be bothered with it. Now, okay. We'll come up here and then go down, up and down. So when you come up from there, it just pushes it. So you really need to go up close to it and then pull down. There we go. So I'm just going to, should be okay to come up in it now. grabbing as I go. Here we go. Hopefully I'm in camera. Normally not this hard to sew on a yo-yo. Okay, now being keen to get stuck back into this guy. Right, sort of pull it in a little bit rather than give it that straight edge. I might even fold it under, give it more rounded. And I'll probably do the same when I get onto the other side, I think. There we go. Now, this part should be fairly basic because it's just slip and grab. Coming underneath. See, this is where you can go underneath, when you go underneath and go through it. But on that opening, and I will have to go back over it with some, you know, ornamental threads, which will make it, give it a bit of decoration, but also it'll help hold it down again, because this will be held down on the top fine with this. Okay, really do love this colour. I think it's really pretty. So yeah, it's a great little kit. If you haven't got yourself the kit, it is an awesome kit. It's got so many beautiful elements, and you get a pack of wool in there, and then you get extra wool, because I had all these extra wool things that I had laying around, and yeah, beautiful old antique fabric. And I think autumn is such a lovely season. It just reminds me of, you know, like the leaves and mushrooms, and it's quite, just reminds me of woodland stuff, even though woodland animals and all that are there all year round, because I think because the woodland animals are in the autumn colours, you know, squirrels and foxes and stuff. Just reminds me of that. Okay, pick it up again, and then once I've done this, I'll come back and do some, you know, so it can be held down a little better. I do love this yo-yo, perfect for a mushroom. If you don't have one like that, you can just make up you get that pattern in the kit too. You can just grab yourself a bit of red fabric and then maybe just put some white felt over the top. Red and white felt. Okay, go down, and I was going to pull that in, wasn't I? It's sort of not as square as the other one, but I may just stitch that down out of the way, because I think I'm going to do a little bit more stitching down there, but you don't have to watch me do that, because that's a bit annoying. Okay, well, my mushrooms are mostly down. Yeah, I think I need to go back in and grab a few more bits and pieces in there. Look in camera. Oh, very nice. It's looking really cute. I really do like that. Oh, it does stand out rather well. Okay, now, so what I've done here, this is being stuck on with that Flies and Fix stuff. and so I don't know whether I will stitch around or just leave them like that. And I've just done, I think I did do the stem stitch, and it's a bit full on to get through because it has got the heat and bond or whatever it is underneath there, and it becomes rather tricky to pull through. Okay, these leaves here are not really my favourite, but I'm gonna make them work. Prefer the autumn leaves. I did find something in here. Okay, when I say autumn leaves, I was looking through a stash of stuff. And I think I've got some more autumn leaves and all that kind of stuff here. And in my calendar, in the block of October, everyone got 3 of these leaves. Oh, that one's, and this, I think this might have been from when I did my, what is it, the 4 seasons. I had these leaves and stuff. So do I put them there? I think these ones are probably better. That almost looks like that almost looks like that, doesn't it? Like a wing. I'm like, you know, squirrel. It does. I wonder if that will give it a bit of a 3D element. I mean, I don't mind the white on there, but that's rather pretty, isn't it? Go like that. Where are we? Hold that down. That's quite cute. And I've got enough of these pieces, so I either do it as a wing or some leaves. They're just odd shapes. It was from a the boutique fabric. I do like them. So these are more fuller. I'd get a couple here. Maybe do 3, and then don't do that. I'll cover the ones I don't really like, and that way don't, you know, it's being held down. So you can change your mind. Just gonna go like that and go up. And there was that other one. Okay. Two going down, 2 going up maybe. Keep that up there. And then see, I've still got these leaves which I've got here, and I've got them down over here, which I think I'm going to put them down the bottom here, and have the little guy sitting amongst the leaves. I've still got some leaves and bits and pieces sitting here. And then have that guy, because that one is in this colour, and that I just didn't get them. Gee, that doesn't look bad either, does it? Using that as a wing. Hang a minute, go back down again. What do you think? Wool. That's going to add the wool element to that bird, because I haven't used a great deal of that wool. Make it rounder. And then maybe use the velvet. No, don't like the velvet. Getting all sorts of elements here. These are all leftover bits. I think I'm going to stick these down here with the birdie. What about if I repurpose this part and use it for the wing? I'd like to have a 3D element for this bird. Yeah, I think that it'll be nice. And you guys, if you've got the kit, have got this. You've got that stuff. So pin that down. I like that, even though I don't mind what's underneath, but I just think it needs to be popped up with a bit of 3D. And I might, could probably do something like that, but by the time I do stitching, it'll pop it up. This look, how does it look through the camera? Oh yeah, that's cute, and it's sort of got that little feathery look. See, no legs on this bird. Probably draw some, do some the 3 legs just here and the other legs just there behind it. Bullion knot. Yeah, I think methinks I'm going to use these. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below, which I'm going to be having this video up today as a bonus one because of my faux pas with my robin. Yeah, I like that better. Like, it's got more, autumny thing. I think these might work down here. Maybe this one's got a bit more of that colour. No, that one, and maybe a red. Maybe red. Have the red underneath. Have that one more prominent. I don't know. I do like the yellow on there. We'll see. So there we go. So this is going to be the little place where I do my little fox which will be something I do down the track. As you can see, it's not going to be a quick one. I could probably add some of these with it. Yeah, so they might go down there. Then I've got these leaves. There's just one going that way, and then maybe one going that way, just to get it, bring it into the picture. I'm thinking bring this guy back down here. Wonder if we can add some of this into the breast for texture. I think there might be a half one somewhere which has got that reddish colour. Oh, no, I won't cut just yet. While I'm not stitching. Okay, grab me pattern out. See, all sorts of ideas. That's why you keep your pieces. Okay, 51 minutes, I know, but I'm working at 2 pieces at once, and my brain is just, you know, all over the place. So, see, I shouldn't have cut that. See if I can find another one with similar colours with that red. Yeah, and it's got some of that. No. Yeah, I think that might work. Pin that on and we'll have a look, because it's some of that edging colour that I want to have. It's going to be smaller because I've cut it smaller because I stuffed up. Okay, there we go. Me and one leaves. I knew that this would come in handy for something one day. Now I'm going to cut that along there, even though that this isn't officially, I'm doing a wool felt thing, but it's nice to have something with a bit of texture. Where's my little scissors? Bit hard to cut with big ones. Hang 10, I'll pause it for a second and then I'll be back. Okay, what do you think, guys? Does that look alright? Or does that look a little bit weird? Might look a little weird. Let me know in the comments below before I even finish stitching it on. I don't know, maybe just have a little bit there, but I just quite like that feathery type look. Maybe have it a little lower. Yeah, but then you're sort of back at that same position that I was in with the other one, so I might chop that off and just have it at the front, coming up, coming out probably, and then don't mind that, and then I'll blend it in. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much, and thanks for being patient with me with this. Yeah, I think that this may look okay. I might be thinking, you know, probably even have a couple of bit of that coming through. I do like these leaves, I think they're beautiful, and then like that might look nice. So yeah, it's really going to be quite the textural, you know. I was hoping to do more. Yeah, I quite like those there. I think that's good. And then having them down here might be a bit of a balance, maybe up in the other side of that. So yeah, I'm going to stop stitching there and stitch those down. So okay guys, well I'll be back doing a little bit more in this, but you know, in the meantime I can probably just give you a bit of an idea what you can do with these bits. And yeah, I'll probably scan it out. There we go. Yeah, so that's where you can sort of place them all along, a little bit on the bottom, ready to do, you know, this little bed, something similar. Yeah, let's just see how we go for my cute little fox. And yeah, I am quite liking it. So it's a bit, you know, it's a work in progress. It's going to take a while, but I do like the idea of that for the bird. I think that's nice, and definitely doing these. So okay guys, well thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next video, which I'm not sure when it will be, but yeah, I just appreciate you guys. I don't say it enough. I really, you know, appreciate you watching and supporting my channel, and you know, giving constructive criticism and lovely comments. Yeah, it's good. So I really, you're the reason why I continue, because there are some days that you're like, oh, I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah, like for the past week that I've had and the mistakes that I've made, yeah, so I continue on because I know that you guys get so much benefit, and I'm getting the love from you guys. So I'm just rambling on. Okay, well I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.